Welcome back, y'all royal family. This video is going to be a little different. It's going to talk about, my past and what's going on with me current. So what you see before you is American Princess Royal Society. I was in the process of starting this business, which was due to start in 2018. It came into play around 2017, but that was the timing that when the Almighty, when I heard his voice and he led me on my quest to find out who I am. So I was going to start this business where it would allow ones to be of royalty from a baby all the way up to an adult, where they can pass down their royal status in their lineage. So what you see here now is a picture where I'm celebrating my birthday. I would wear my tiara once, during the week of my birthday, sometimes maybe 2 weeks and possibly a month. But I would wear it sometimes often throughout the year, just whenever I felt like it, because I always felt like I was a princess. And this is going all the way back, probably in my late 20s. I always said that princess was a state of mind, being a princess, but didn't know it was in my bloodline. But I believe when the Most High saw me getting ready to start that business, for one, he was like, daughter, you're already a princess. And that's when it's like everything started coming into play, as he did when I was supposed to go work someplace else. And another place offered me a job, and he came in and said, no, you don't go there, go to this place. So I believe that was part of it. So, but a lot of people was interested in starting up with the business with me, becoming, of royal status. What you see now is my office space, which was downtown, and I had it for a year, and where models and talent would come in. Of course, I had a network business and magazines and a radio talk show. This is me being on the first cover of my first magazine that I was just, putting something together. Didn't have a clue that I was going to have 13 other magazines besides that one. So praise to the Most High. This is my first magazine outside of the one you just saw, Lagucci. This is Heaven. She was my first model that signed up with me, and she won the first contest, and she made the first cover. This is Heaven again. She won, I think, 11 contests. She was on like 11 to 12 different covers of my magazine. So this is for Top Models and Talent Scout Network. And this picture is which she took at a big time agency, a photo shoot in New York. So she again made this cover as well for Top Models and Talent Scout Network. There are times it would be 30 to 40 people into a contest, and she would beat them all out by getting the most votes and the most likes. This is Kai Air, who was on the cover of Top Models and Talent Scout Network. He's excited for getting his first magazine, being on the first cover of any magazine. And so he was really excited. Can't you tell? Okay, so this magazine was Lagucci, and I did weddings in this magazine, proms and so forth. But this was a governor's son, and his wife made the cover of this magazine out of Columbia, South Carolina. This is Madeline Fox. She was someone who we met through London magazine, and she's out of Los Angeles, California, and she was on sitcom, and she worked with Janet Jackson manager. Yeah. So these two models here is Heaven and November. They were in a fashion show, and they made the cover of the magazine. I was promoting my business as far as the magazine, and they both made it. This is right here. She is Micaiah. She made the magazine. She won for that month, and she made the cut. and she's an actress, singer, model, and beautiful, very talented. This is Sarah. She is another model. She's out of New York. She made the first magazine of Rising Kids Star magazine, one of ours. And just excited. I see her sometimes on YouTube today. This is another magazine of ours, IPH Top Model magazine. And his name is Jude. He made a cover of that. He won 3 magazines. He's actually on 3 different magazine covers that month for winning. I want to say, I'm not sure if it had it on there, but he got a lot of likes. And this is Ashley, and also she made the cover of this magazine from a fashion show that we had, and that's actually was out of Columbia, South Carolina. Also, this is a Cutie Pie magazine, one of my first one for children. We did 6 covers in that 1 month, and was the last time we actually did it. And she's the first one to get on the cover of that magazine. And this is a Supermodel Kids magazine. And Jalen was just her second time on one of our covers. One was Top Models and Talent, and then this one here. So she won that contest. This is Whitney Wesley, HMM Beauty Convention. She is the owner of that. And she invited my company to come all the way to Arkansas to do my magazine spread for her big fashion show there. And this is Keith Fluker. He was the body double for on the Equalizer for Denzel Washington. He's one of my models and actors as well. He made a cover of this magazine as well. This is Charity Amber Taylor. She made a cover. She won a contest, also indie contest. She had over 4,000 votes for this contest, and she won the cover for this magazine. And then this is Lugucci magazine. Like I said, we did weddings, proms, fashion shows, and a particular one, this was during the wedding time, June weddings, and she made a cover of this magazine, Christian Smith. This is my daughter. She made the cover of this fashion show. It was a big fashion show in our local area, and she made the cover. And when I tell you, she was excited, and she was doing me a big favor, and she made a cover. Lagucci, this is where I was on 3 different magazines. Like I say, Oprah don't have nothing on me. I was on 3 of my different cover of magazine, and that was just celebrating my birthday. So I worked with a big time photographer. And this is where my models, 5 of them, made the magazine cover, within the magazine of a London magazine. And that's where we met Mill and Fox. This is Asia. She made the cover of actually the program for the fashion show. And she made several covers of my magazine as well. And this is where we had about 50 models and about 30 designers. Same thing here. She made the cover of the magazine as well. And I want to say Caitlin, and she, beautiful young lady, her and her mom, they were such a blessing to me in my company. And these are all the models, well, not all, some of them that were in the fashion show with us. And when I tell you, you can't speak of enough of people who, great-hearted people who was a part of my establishment. And these 2, as you see them in their red, white, and blue, we had a grand finale at the end, and everybody wore red, white, and blue, even myself. Yes, this is my niece, who was my first model that signed up with my company as for me to promote. She wasn't a paying customer, but Heaven was the first paying customer. But this was the first model that allowed me to sign her up, which was my niece. This is actually Rachel. She's a beautiful model that was in a fashion show, and she made a cover of this particular fashion show, which my company promoted. This is Tank Tyler. He's a former NFL player. He for Kansas City Chiefs, and he also a rapper. And he made a cover of my first rap magazine, INY Rap Magazine. This is Charles. He made the cover of the swimsuit. He won the swimsuit magazine cover for the male. And I'm trying to see, it's not enough, it's not where I can see the numbers of what he had. This is a young lady who she made the cover of my magazine, and she won. Her name is Josie Giovanna, and it's in 2016. So we had like 4 different contests. This is trying to make sure, Alexandria. She won the cover of this magazine from a big fashion show, and my magazine was promoting, and she was selected to be on the cover of the magazine. And here we have actually Kayla. She made the cover of this magazine, a big photo shoot that I had, and she rocked it, and she made the cover, of course. And this is a model out of Africa. He was selected, he won, and he got selected to be as a male swimsuit model. And really, really nice. And this is Star magazine, where Zoe, she was on a reality show, Princess of Atlanta, and also many other reality shows where she worked with a lot of stars in of Atlanta. And this is a sports car that I had dreamed of having, and the Almighty blessed me with it. But this was like one of the things he took back from me. It was repossessed. It came at the time where I wasn't making any money, and I cried like a baby, but I know why. Because I was going through the wilderness, and that was one of the things, the only thing he really ever took from me. Everything else I have. This is me, as you see, with my head wrap, and I am a vessel and a servant, and I will not give anything up for my royal status with my father. And just knowing that I'm an Israelite, and it's just a beautiful thing, family. So I wouldn't trade it for the world. I miss my people and my company in that regards, but the Most High, He is the highest, and I give Him all the honor and the glory. Blessings, family. Shalom.